Welcome to day 6. I'm super pumped for today. Today is actually meant to be what do we call it? Something entirely different, but I just remembered, or I just noticed that there was something I said on the day 3 of this 26 days to my 26th birthday, which is I'm going to tell you more about many changes that has happened in my life since I clocked 25. Since I clocked 25, I started paying attention to things. So let me give you a backstory. When I was younger, I used to be very stoic-faced, so you couldn't read my expression. I was very strict and all of that. And I remember being told by a lot of persons that I barely smile, I should learn how to smile, and somehow I started smiling. And I did it in excess. Then I went back to being so serious. I don't know. It was just a switch of not knowing how to mask or control my emotions. I went on through that turmoil until I was 25, and I got to realize truly you need to learn how to do what for what. You need to learn how to use your emotional intelligence and know how to use logic. Knowing when to use empathy and knowing when to use logic, either together or separately. And this I got to learn when I started working for one of my favorite bosses, a female. When I clocked 25, I got to realize how much of a workforce I have been in years. And I got to realize, I also said this on the third day, how important it is to document. So I felt back then, before I clocked 25, that it had to be a grand gesture, something very grand, something very, very grand before you add it to either your CV, your resume, or you talk about it. But I got to realize that every moment is important. And oh boy, I've had moments, especially in project management. It makes me smile. It makes me smile. I just like to see things go well. I really hate chaos. Chaos gives me a headache. And I really hate when people complain instead of search for solutions. Why are you complaining? Will the complaint make it work? Anyway, that's that on that. This is day 6 and I'm happy to see you. And I'm also glad to tell you that at 26, life is sweeter, because at 25, your frontal lobe just develops way more than it has always been. Nice to see you today. Au revoir. Yes, I'm currently learning French. Au revoir. What is I love you? I've not gotten to what I love you is. Au revoir. Je m'appelle Miracle. And I don't know what I am from. Whatever. It's so nice to see you. I love you guys a little too much. My amors.